Assume that Allah simply means God in Arabic. But here's the problem. Long before Muhammad, Arab tribes were already worshipping a god called Allah, and he wasn't alone. He had daughters. He shared a shrine with hundreds of idols, and he looked a lot more like a tribal moon deity than the God of Abraham. So who was Allah? Really? Where did the name come from? And does the evidence show he's the same as the God of the Bible or someone else entirely? Let's follow the history, the sources and the symbols, and let the truth speak for itself. Before Islam, Arabia wasn't monotheistic. It was a world full of tribal deities, spirits, and ancestral gods. The Kaaba in Mecca, long before Muhammad, was a pagan shrine that housed over 360 idols, one for nearly every day of the year. Each tribe had its own protector deity, and sacrifices, rituals, and pilgrimages were made in their honor. Among these many gods, Allah was already known, not as the only god, but as the chief god of the Quraysh tribe, seen as a distant creator above the other local deities. Alongside him were three daughters, Allat, Al-Uzza, and Manat, names even mentioned in the Quran. Far from abolishing paganism, the early Islamic narrative emerged from within it. The foundation of Mecca was always religious, just not in the way Islam later claimed. Long before Muhammad, Allah was worshipped by pagan Arab tribes, but not as the one true God. Inscriptions and historical records show that Allah was the name of a high god in the Arabian pantheon, a distant creator figure among many, not exclusive and not worshipped alone. Ancient sources like the pre-Islamic Qasida poetry and archaeological findings in southern Arabia reference Ilah, generic god, and Al-Ilah, the god, which over time was shortened into Allah. This term didn't imply monotheism. It was part of henotheism, where one god is elevated above others but not alone. And this Allah wasn't just above, he was linked with the moon. Many scholars have pointed to crescent moon symbols found in temples dedicated to him and the widespread moon cults in Arabia, especially in places like Haran and Yemen. The crescent was not just decoration, it represented divine identity. Even Muhammad's own father was named Abdullah, servant of Allah, before Islam began. So ask yourself, if Allah was already known in polytheism, had daughters, and bore the signs of a moon cult,